Tuscaloosa to frenzy.
It's caught. It's caught by Isaiah Bond.
We talked about Alabama.
Reaches the college cut for the first time.
Heisman Memorial Trophy.
First soccer championship in sport.
Roll Tide and Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Roger Hoover, joined by Kinsey Hughes. Kinsey, it's good to be back home in Tuscaloosa.
It's good to be back home, and it's great to be starting the new year with you, Roger. We're back at it, and I can't wait for this season. And heading into the Rose Bowl matchup with Michigan, Alabama had won 11 straight and made their 8th college football playoff appearance in 10 years, more than any other school.
On New Year's Day in Pasadena, the 4th-seeded Crimson Tide and the #1 Wolverines battled for a spot in the national championship. After a Michigan miscue on special teams, the Crimson Tide capitalized. Jason McCullough juked out the Michigan defensive back, took it all the way to the house, 34 yards, and Alabama's on the board first, 7-0. After the Wolverines scored a couple of touchdowns to go up 13-7, the NCAA's all-time leading scorer, Will Reichard, booted it through the uprights from 50 yards out to make it a 13-10 game at halftime.
Michigan controlled the first half, but it was Alabama that controlled the second. After a scoreless third quarter, the Crimson Tide scored 10 consecutive points and retook the lead on Jace McClellan's second score of the game, 17-13 Tide. Will Reichard also kicked his second 50-yard-plus field goal. This one was from 52, and it gave Alabama a touchdown lead at 20-13.
But the Wolverines tied the score at 20 with just over a minute and a half to go to send the ball game into overtime. Alabama would win the coin toss and also elected to go on defense first. Michigan would only need 2 plays to score in the overtime period. Down 27-20, Alabama simply had to have a touchdown.
That's right, they did. And 4th and goal from the 3 for the Crimson Tide. After a timeout from each team, Alabama came to the line of scrimmage with their 3rd play call for the final play. A low snap delayed Milroe's rush just a hair, and that allowed the Wolverines' defense to plug the middle and make the play to win the game. A hard-fought battle with Alabama, actually leading with just a minute to go. But in the end, Michigan made the plays when they had to and advanced to the national championship with a 27-20 win over the Crimson Tide.
Obviously, we're very disappointed about the outcome of the game. I don't think we played great in the first half, but I was really, really proud of the way our players played in the second half. We just didn't finish the last 4 minutes of the game like we'd like to, and we're all very disappointed, and the players are disappointed as well. But one thing that I told them in the locker room after the game, this is one of the most amazing seasons in Alabama football history in terms of where this team came from, what they were able to accomplish, and what they were able to do, winning the SEC championship, and really, really proud of this group. And I just wish that I could have done more as a coach to help them be successful and help them finish, and all we can do now is learn from the lessons that sometimes failings bring to us.
It was only the Crimson Tide's second loss in 8 Rose Bowl appearances and also the first loss in the college football playoff semifinals since 2014. The Tide had won 6 straight.
It wasn't the outcome we'd hoped for, Raj, but it was still a great season overall. Alabama finished the regular season with a perfect 8-0 conference record as the Crimson Tide claimed their 30th Southeastern Conference championship and 9th SEC championship title under head coach Nick Saban.
Crimson Tide have won 7 out of the last 10 SEC championships, and with their 12 wins this season, Alabama has an NCAA best 16th consecutive 10-win year. Alabama spent about a week out in Los Angeles leading up to the Rose Bowl on New Year's Day.
Along with practices and multiple press conferences, the Crimson Tide took part in several fun events. One of those was spending the afternoon at Disneyland.
Let's go AllAccess with the Crimson Tide for their trip to the happiest place on earth.
I'm supposed to ride. I'm more even talking about. Woo! That was a good one.
The fun one, right?
Yeah. If you over 5'11", don't go on that ride. It's not built for you. Very good day.
good parade.
I got to feel like a little kid again. Good vibes, good people.
Enjoying life. Enjoying life.
Little business trip, though.
Hey.
Tide TV This Week is presented by the University of Alabama, where legends are made. Ford, visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide.
What a scene at Coleman Coliseum.
Whoever shows up needs to be as loud as they can possibly be.
It is just as loud here at Coleman Coliseum tonight.
But Alabama able to battle and fight and dig down and show toughness and grit.
I thought the crowd was unbelievable.
I'm telling you, this place is rocking right now.
Alabama fans at Coleman Coliseum have been so good all year long. These fans deserve it.
The sellout crowd at Coleman Coliseum was not disappointed. What an unbelievable matchup.
Wow. All the work they've been putting in.
Absolutely great competitor. Just beautiful to watch from start to finish.
I am blown away.
Practice is paying off, and she knows it.
The 10s were contagious tonight. It's going to be a big number. And sticks that landing.
Beautiful landing. Oh my God.
What a moment for the Crimson Tide.
Welcome back to Tide TV This Week. What a season it was for the Alabama football team. After a loss in Week 2 at home to Texas, the Crimson Tide won 11 straight, culminating with a big win over Georgia in the SEC Championship, snapping the Bulldogs' 29-game winning streak.
From 4th and 31 to that SEC Championship victory, there were a lot of big moments this past season for the Crimson Tide. Let's take an all-access look at some of our favorite moments from this past season.
Scoops it up. He's trying to make something out of nothing. The ad-lib for the quarterback in his second start, and he is in! Touchdown, Alabama!
Hey, that one is blocked. It is blocked by Alabama. Out of midair, Ja'Cory Brooks looks long, has a man there. Touchdown, Alabama!
Rodgers, they set up a screen, picked off at the 25-yard line by Chris Braswell, still on his feet, miraculously scores! Bravo, Braswell! Look out from behind, throws, got it to Burton, touchdown, Alabama!
Loads up long, looks, has a man wide open midfield, taking it to the house. Kobe Prentice, touchdown, Alabama, 80 yards.
Lobbing it downfield, another wide open man, an easy catch by Nyblack, Alabama touchdown.
This game we're playing against Tennessee, big rivalry game, means a lot. One of the best rivalries in college football.
Lays it out there, and he's got Bond, Isaiah Bond, touchdown.
Stands in, the ball is not free. It's picked up by Alabama, and rumbling in for the touchdown is the Crimson Tide's Jihad Campbell. The third Saturday of October, starting to feel like the good old days.
Seems like the West always goes through either Baton Rouge or Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa. That's where we are tonight.
Milroe keeps it. He'll go down the left side. He gets the perimeter and he takes it in for a touchdown. He's got running room. He turns it upfield. He turns on the afterburners and he scores.
And Roydell Williams will score. Touchdown, Alabama.
Now we're tied again.
And it's Jalen Milroe. Pump fakes. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Alabama. Again. 4 for number 4.
It's tipped in the air. And it's going to be Alabama with the interception. Alabama with the interception. Great job by Terrion Arnold.
One return by Caleb Downs. And he finds a seam. He makes the punter look silly. Caleb Downs. Show him what you got. Touchdown, Bama. 4th space to cover for Milroe. Still looking. Firing. Near corner. It's caught! Touchdown, Alabama! Isaiah Bond on a 4th and a mile.
This is our second home, bro.
Will Reichert will drive from 43 yards away to become the all-time leading scorer in college football history. He's got it. Milroe again, a wide snap. He's got a wheel route to Jam Miller. Touchdown, Alabama. Blitz on the way. Milroe lobs it far side. Bond, did he get it? He did. He did. Milroe scans the field to the end zone. And it's caught. Jermaine Burton. Touchdown, Alabama. They're going to come with the end around, and the ball is out. I think Georgia, no. Alabama's got it. Tresman Marshall. Touchdown. Roydell Williams.
And the white flag has been waved from the Georgia sideline. And what do you say, folks? Let's get out of here. Bama, a winner over the Georgia Bulldogs, claiming the SEC title for the 30th time in school history.
Let's hear it one more time for your 2023 SEC champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Active hands again. Sarah Ashley Barker can't be stopped.
You gotta love to see it, the energy. The game is out of reach, but it's not out of reach for Sarah Ashley Barker as she's able to get into the passing lane.
Legacies rise from purpose. They're developed through passion, determination, and the power to follow through. This is where ambition meets opportunity. What happens next is up to you. The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
Welcome back to Tide TV this week. While football has been competing in the college football playoff, the Alabama men's and women's basketball teams were in action, picking up a couple of pretty dominant wins.
The Crimson Tide men's team took on Liberty in Birmingham for the last matchup in 2023 on December 30th in the CM Newton Classic. Alabama controlled the game early on, taking a double-digit lead just over 8 minutes into the game with an 11-0 run, capped by a 3 by Latrell Reitzel Jr. That made it 18-7 Crimson Tide. Alabama shot 60% from beyond the arc in the first half, led by Reitzel, who knocked down 4 of 5 and had a game-high 12 points at the break. Alabama closed out the first half strong with a 16-3 run to lead by 21 in intermission, 48-27.
Liberty started the second half strong with an 11-4 run to cut Bama's lead to 16. But the Tide responded with a run of their own. A 15-3 run put the Tide back up by 28. Alabama led by as many as 48 as the Tide won the annual CM Newton Classic with a 101-56 win over the Flames.
It was the second consecutive game the Crimson Tide have surpassed the century mark and 5th time overall this season. It was also head coach Nate Oates' 100th win as the head coach of the Crimson Tide. He became the fastest in program history to reach 100 wins.
Alabama had 6 scoring double figures, led by Latrell Reitzel Jr., who led all scorers with a game-high 19 points. The SEC's leading scorer, Mark Sears, added 16, while Aaron Estrada recorded the Tide's first double-double of the season, finishing with 13 points and 10 rebounds, and he almost had a triple-double as he also had 9 assists.
The Alabama women's basketball team celebrated New Year's Eve here at home in Coleman Coliseum as the Crimson Tide welcomed Mississippi Valley State. The Crimson Tide defense was on point, holding the Devilettes to single digits in all 4 quarters. Alabama led 23-8 after the first, but really heated up in the second and third periods.
Alabama knocked down 7 of their 10 three-point attempts in that second and third period. The total led 47-12 at the half and continued their dominant play throughout the game as Alabama won big on New Year's Eve, 91-26.
65-point win was the 7th largest margin of victory in program history. The win was also Alabama's 25th straight regular season non-conference win as Christy Curry's squad improved to 13-2 on the season.
4 of Alabama's 5 starters finished with double figures. Aaliyah Nye and Sarah Ashley Barker had game highs of 18 points each. Jessica Timmons added 17, and Loyal McQueen finished with 14. Essence Cody also had 8 points and 7 rebounds as the freshman surpassed the 100-rebound mark in the game. Stay with us. We'll have a special treat for you coming up next. It's our favorite images of the year. That's next, right here on Tide TV This Week.
The sellout crowd at Coleman Coliseum was not disappointed. What an unbelievable matchup.
Wow. All the work they've been putting in. Absolutely great competitor. Just beautiful to watch from start to finish. I am blown away. Practice is paying off, and she knows it. The 10s were contagious tonight. It's going to be a big number. And sticks that landing. Beautiful landing. Oh, my God.
What a moment for the Crimson Tide.
What a scene at Coleman Coliseum.
Whoever shows up needs to be as loud as they can possibly be.
It is just as loud here at Coleman Coliseum tonight.
But Alabama able to battle and fight and dig down and show toughness and grit.
I thought the crowd was unbelievable.
I'm telling you, this place is rocking right now.
Alabama fans at Coleman Coliseum have been so good all year long. These fans deserve it.
Welcome back to the Crimson Tide Production Studio inside Bryant-Denny Stadium. She's Kenzie Hughes, I'm Roger Hoover, and this is another episode of Tide TV This Week.
Roger, it's that time of year. Hard to believe, but 2023 is over, and that means it's time for our Images of the Year. There have been a lot of great moments for the Crimson Tide this past year across all of our sports.
Let's take a look at some of our favorite moments from 2023 and our Images of the Year. It's brought to you by Legacy of Hope.
This is a great team, and I've never been prouder of a group of guys than these guys in terms of what they accomplished tonight. They showed today and proved that they can win against anybody.
I've read this thing about give me all the feelings, give me anger, give me upset, give me happy, give me sad, give me all the feelings. That's what she wants.
So we're not losing this game because we didn't play hard enough to win it. And our guys came out and played hard.
There's nowhere else like it. It's a family. It's tradition. You're allowed to have fun as long as you believe in yourself and you have that support system around you that you've always had, that everything will be okay.
4th and goal from the 31-yard line. There's a lot of airspace to cover for Milroe. Still looking. Firing. Near corner.
We've got ourselves a competition. The sellout crowd was not disappointed.
SEC champions once again.
Bryce Young, Will Anderson Jr.,
Brandon Miller, Noah Clowney from the University of Alabama.
Ball game over. Super Regional over. And the Crimson Tide will ride this season's wave all the way to the World Series.
And for the first time since 2010, the Alabama Crimson Tide is an NCAA Region Tournament champion.
3rd Saturday in October. Let's do it.
Stands in. The ball is not free. It's picked up by Alabama. And rumbling in for the touchdown is the Crimson Tide's Jihad Campbell.
Here today as we introduce Rob as the next head coach of Alabama baseball.
This program has laid the foundation. Now it's time for us to knock down the gates of Omaha. And we're going to do that here real soon. So thank you. And I've been waiting to say this all day, but roll Tide.
The amateur double. The U.S. Amateur champion at Cherry Hills.
Ball on that post is in! Alabama do it again! They pulled ahead in the last 5 minutes!
Alabama Crimson Tide.
In Tuscaloosa, this college football royalty trap.
4th and goal from the 31-yard line. But there's a lot of airspace to cover for Milroe. Still looking. Firing. Near corner. It's caught! Touchdown, Alabama! Isaiah Bond on a 4th and a mile. The craziest, most unbelievable final 40 seconds of football that maybe you'll ever see unless you've been
to the Iron Bowl before.
They told me that this game is personal.
But when these two teams, these two programs get together, it's bigger than that.
You gotta take it home, bro.
In trouble, a shovel pass to Bond again. They're going to come with the end around, and the ball is out. Emma's got it. Trezman motion.
And the white flag has been waved from the Georgia sideline. And what do you say, folks? Let's get out of here. Bama, a winner over the Georgia Bulldogs, claiming the SEC title.
Tide TV This Week is presented by the University of Alabama, where legends are made. Ford, visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Crimson Tide.
What a scene at Coleman Coliseum.
Whoever shows up needs to be as loud as they can possibly be.
It is just as loud here at Coleman Coliseum tonight.
But Alabama able to battle and fight and dig down and show toughness and grit.
I thought the crowd was unbelievable.
I'm telling you, this place is rocking right now.
Alabama fans at Coleman Coliseum have been so good all year long. These fans deserve it.
Happy New Year and welcome to Tide TV This Week for our first episode of 2024.
Kenzie, in my opinion, it's been a great show so far, but we're not done just yet. We still have our Players of the Week, and this week we start with the Crimson Tide men's basketball team.
Well, I'm inclined to agree with you, and Aaron Estrada is as well, as he recorded the Tide's first double-double of the season. He finished with 13 points and 10 rebounds. Estrada finished just 1 assist shy of that triple-double as he finished with 9 assists. The 10 rebounds and 9 assists were both season highs for the grad transfer from Hofstra.
From a grad transfer to a true freshman, Essence Cody has made quite the impression in her first season of college basketball. Cody finished with 8 points and 7 rebounds in the Tide's 91-26 win over Mississippi Valley State. Her 7 rebounds pushed her over the 100 mark for her young career. On the season, the freshman from Valdosta, Georgia, is averaging just over 9 points and 7 rebounds per game.
And congratulations to Caleb Downs, as he was named the 2023 recipient of the Sean Alexander Freshman of the Year Award. Downs is the second winner of the Sean Alexander Freshman of the Year Award in Crimson Tide history, joining Will Anderson Jr., who took home the hardware in 2020. Not bad company to be in. Downs was also named the SEC Newcomer and Freshman of the Year.
What a fantastic year for Downs, and he's just a freshman. Can't wait to see him back on the field next year.
He's what you call a baller, man. Let's go from college to the NFL, though, Roger, for our Crimson Tide and the NFL Players of the Week.
And speaking of Will Anderson Jr., having quite the rookie season for the Houston Texans. He recorded 2 sacks and 6 quarterback pressures in the Texans' win over the Tennessee Titans. Those 2 sacks helped Anderson break the rookie single-season franchise record with 4 sacks with 7.
From a rookie to a veteran, Julio Jones is still getting it done. Julio had 2 catches against the Arizona Cardinals, and they both went for touchdowns. Julio had a 12-yard touchdown catch, and then another from 22 yards out, as the Eagles dropped a close one to the Cardinals, 35-31.
And Najee Harris had his first 100-yard rushing game of the season. Harris rushed 27 times for 122 yards and 2 touchdowns, as he led the Steelers to a 30-23 win over the Seattle Seahawks. We're not done just yet, though, talking about Crimson Tide in the NFL. 7 Pro Bowlers, Kenzie, from Alabama.
7 Pro Bowlers: Amari Cooper, Derrick Henry, Minka Fitzpatrick, Quinnen Williams, Patrick Surtain, Landon Dickerson, and Tua Tagovailoa are all going to be competing in the Pro Bowl.
We love to see that. Those are our Crimson Tide in the NFL Players of the Week.
We put a wrap on 2023, Roger, but I'm excited for 2024 as we've got a lot of sports beginning their spring schedule, and hey, we've got lots of basketball left to be played, and football will begin spring practice in a couple of months.
Roll Tide to that. We hope to see you again next week for another edition of Tide TV This Week.
Roll Tide, everybody.
Roll Tide.
This has been a presentation from Learfield,